learning everything that we know, and then she's going to take all that information and she's going to set up her own radio station with her own show, and she's going to wipe the floor with us.
SJFM.
Yeah, that's it.
Are you somebody who would ever consider, or are you somebody who has of what's it called, holy water in the glove compartment of your car? I mean, my mother does.
Does she?
Yeah, she has a bottle of holy water.
And when she turns on the radio in the car, do you get this music?
No, she's not religious, but she has a bottle of holy water.
But why? That's stupid now.
I know,
She's not religious, but she has a bottle of holy water.
Yeah, because if you run out of water on your windscreen wipers, you can pour it in and use it.
Yeah, that's very handy. Yeah. Sorry, the answer to your question is no, nobody gets stuff blessed anymore.
And you can't answer for everybody listening.
We haven't got one call, not one.
There we go, there's a text now. Text us now. Are you someone who has ever got anything blessed? Or are you someone who would put holy water in your car? Like, what's the reason for having holy water in the glove compartment of your car?
I've no idea. I don't have it.
What?
I've never had it, so I actually don't know.
And if you get pulled over by the guards, would they not be very suspicious if they found a
little Mary bottle?
Yeah, a little Mary bottle.
Oh, this is lovely. I'm really enjoying our show today.
A friend of mine got pulled over by the guards.
To be understood.
I don't even know what that name is. 53981. Text me now. Are you someone who believes in getting things blessed? And are you someone who does have holy water in your car? My friend.
Hang on. Make me a channel of your peace.
That's a completely different hit.
Listen, of your peace.
Actually, does anybody remember?
Can't remember the words of it.
Do you remember back in the day there was a TV program on the telly, and it was set in a church?
Set in a church?
It was a reality TV at the very start, and it was set in the church. And this program, I think it was on a Sunday, and well, it must have been on a Sunday. And the whole premise of this TV program, I think it was an hour long, and the whole premise of this program was people singing choirs in the church, and it was hosted by a man.
So you're telling me this reality TV show back in the day, it sounds really Big Brotherish to me.
It wasn't reality TV. It was...
Well, it was set in a church.
It was set in a church. And every week... And every week...
Let
me just take a breath here.
Every week on this program, what happened?
Every week on this program, that kind of music would just be playing. Look, so you turn it on and it'd be just this, yeah? And a voice will come on. And this week's episode comes from the St. John Evangelistic or whatever church in Cambridge, where we will feature songs from the Psalms. And it'll be a whole hour of this. Of this, yeah.
I don't think anybody knows what that show. I don't have any recollection
and seemingly,
of such a show.
Seemingly it had huge figures like back in the day. Like it was the X Factor of the 1980s.
Really?
Yeah.
This?
Yeah.
Actually, I hate your organ. I absolutely hate your organ.
No, your missus doesn't.
Jerry, you're on 98 FM. How are you, Jerry?
How are you?
Jerry? Very good, Jerry. Now, welcome to 98 FM's Dublin Talks.
Thank you.
Now, you're saying that travellers bless lots of stuff.
Oh, yeah.
It's a traveller thing, is it?
It's a traveller. It's a church thing. It's not a traveller's thing. It's a church thing. They're brought up for that.
It's a superstitious thing, though, isn't it?
It's not superstitious. That bloke just said that he'd used the holy water. His mother used the holy water on the radiator of the car or something.
Yeah.
Where did he get that idea from?
Well, I mean, if anything's going to get your windscreen clean, it's going to be holy water. Let's be honest, lads. Well, it is.
Why is that going to do it better than other water?
Have you got any kids at the moment?
Have I got any kids?
Yeah.
I do, yeah.
Did you bring them to church to get holy water when they were getting christened?
Did you get your kids christened, Adrian?
I did get my kids christened, yes.
Yeah, hypocrite.
Yeah, go on. And
you're a hypocrite. Oh, God. Are you going to bring them up that way as well, yeah?
Well, sure, they're grown adults now.
You still, at the end of the day, you still got holy water poured on their heads when they're getting christened.
Yeah, Adrian's not a very religious man, Jerry, but he got married in a church and...
So did you.
What?
And neither are you.
This isn't about me.
Well, no, it actually is.
Yeah,
you did it more recently.
Where's my organ gone? Hang on.
Well,
so what do you think
Adrian, I just got to say to you here anyway. I'm speaking on behalf of the travelling community, not to settle people.
No, but you can't speak on behalf here. Hang on. You can't speak on behalf of the whole travelling community. You're only one traveller.
Yeah, I understand that, but I know 100% of travelling people, the community and the travelling people, gets all the kids, their houses, cars, everything blessed with holy water.
Okay, so it's always blessed with holy water. And in fact, Danny, you're a traveller yourself, isn't that right?
Yes, Adrian.
Now, Danny, you also bless lots of things.
I do, yeah.
Have you got a car? Have you a car?
I have a car, yes.
And did you get it blessed?
I did, yeah.
And do you have?
Hello. The only car he has is a Sky Electric's car at home. Would you stop? Has he got a car?
Jeremy, don't talk to me like that, yeah?
Jeremy, don't talk to him like that.
Is he 18 years of age? Who has a car at 18?
Loads of people.
Really?
Yeah.
And Jeremy, don't ever come out there and talk to me, yeah? I'm trying to put my comment on the radio.
Exactly, Danny. You suck it to him.
That put me in me box, isn't it?
So, Danny, do you have a bottle of holy water in your car?
Yes, I have a holy bottle of water. I have a statue in my car. I have everything.
A statue of the Virgin?
Yeah.
Oh, good man.
Adrian, don't go there with the joke.
And I'm telling you, and some travellers does do that.
No, and that's what Jerry. Jerry, do you have a bottle of holy water in your car?
Oh yes. I got every car I get blessed with the priest.
Every car you brought it down to the priest and he blessed it.
Oh yes, no problem. I'm delighted to do what he was.
I know.
It's blessed the house as well.
I know about. I know a lot of people get their houses blessed. Yeah.
Yeah, the house and all.
Yeah. So is it just travellers then that do this nowadays?
That's very racist thing to say, Adrian.
No, it seems to be.
Adrian.
When you die, say you've got to die sometime, I've got to die sometime. You go to a Catholic church, tell me, eh?
Yeah.
Would the priest be throwing holy water on your coffin?
He will sprinkle holy water on
my
coffin.
Can I say one thing to you, Adrian? And don't take offence to this.
Yeah, go on.
When you die, and I hope it happens sooner rather than later.
That's an awful thing to say to somebody.
No, be honest.
You'll feel really bad now if I keel over and pop my clogs in an hour.
I'll have the show to myself.
You won't. You won't.
Hang on there, Jerry. Can I just say, Adrian, if one thing, if you do die, I'll pee on your coffin. I'm just saying. I'll pee on your coffin.
It's disgusting.
I don't like it.
You said it on live radio.
I know, but I don't. You can't say that on live radio.
You just did.
I don't like it though. I won't even go to your funeral.
It's fine, you're not invited.
Actually, I will go to your funeral just to make sure you're dead.
Sorry. Yes, Jerry, yes.
I don't harm in said. I just said when you die or when I die, I'll get holy water in my coffin. You'll get holy water in your coffin.
Yeah.
The priest will spread that anyway.
Well, here's the thing, Jerry. Jerry, here's the thing. When I'm in that coffin, I won't be in a position to tell the priest, don't spray holy water in my coffin. I'll be dead.
Yeah, but the people who know that, will they stop the priest from putting holy water in your coffin?
I wouldn't think so, no.
Well, you're making a sacrilege here of holy water.
Yeah, you are actually, Adrian.
Oh, I'm sorry about that. Sorry.
Thanks, Jerry.
Thank you, Jerry, and thanks.
So is that true? Can you get a priest to bless your car?
Danny, you got your car blessed by a priest.
I got my car blessed by a priest. I got my house and everything I have.
Okay, how did the priest bless your car? This is fascinating now. I'm fascinated.
The way a priest bless your car, that's how they do it.
So he walked around the car shaking a holy water?
Yeah, they walk around the car, have a Bible on their hand and spray the holy water on the car.
And will it help it pass the NCT test?
I wouldn't think so.
No.
But do you feel safer in your car once you have it blessed?
I do, yeah.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, I mean, it works.
And I'm telling you, a few other travellers do it as well.
No, so it would appear.
And travellers are a very, very religious group.
And does anybody know? Nobody's, well, I can't remember the show. Does anybody know what show used to be on of a Sunday?
Okay, everybody's texting in saying, I'm making this up. I do make up a lot of stuff on the radio, but this is actually 150% true. It was on a Sunday afternoon, yeah?
Yeah.
And it'd come on like... This week's programme comes from St. John's Church in Aberdeen, where we will feature songs like this from the Book of Psalms. And it would go on for about an hour, yeah?
Yeah.
And it was the highest rated programme back in the day.
So this is long before, this was the X Factor of its day.
Well, it wasn't really a competition.
And this was it?
Yeah, this was it, yeah.
God, I'm raging I missed that show.
Hey, what's that song, Kennedy?
I don't know that one.
I think back in...
If anybody knows, will you text us?
Wasn't it back in the day that you'd bring the... So was there a big queue of cars outside the priest's house, like back in the day?
People getting them blessed?
Yeah, like Toyota Corollas pulling up and Fiats and stuff like that all pulling up. And all,
obviously so.
Factor from the church.
Martina.
Yes.
You're on 98 FM, Martina. How are you?
Hey, how's it going?
How are
Very well,
things,
thanks,
Martina?
Now,
Not too
Martina,
bad.
A lot of people are offended by me saying that I'd urinate on Adrian's grave
it's
if
a
he
disgusting
died.
thing to say about it to anybody.
I kind of take that back.
Right.
Oh, so hang on. I have the answer. Is this the answer, Jeremy? This text just came in, and the texter says, "Hiya, lads. It's called Songs of Inspiration." Does that sound about right?
I've no idea. I wasn't around in the 80s, so...
Sorry, do you know what song or program that was, Martina, that had that sort of music in it?
No, never heard.
No, never heard. Nobody. You're making stuff up.
Do you like organs, Martina?
Not really, no.
No.
I think...
Nobody does.
Huh?
Nobody does, especially when women hate them.
Really?
Yeah. Anyway, Martina, you got a new car last weekend.
Yeah, not like a brand new car, just I upgraded a little bit. Yeah,
Okay,
and I have a bottle of holy water in my old car, and I took it. I haven't even cleaned out the old car yet, but I just took the holy water from the old car and put it straight into the new car.
And is it in a little Mary bottle?
And not a little one, it's kind of a big one.
And would you... Why?
It fits into the glove box.
Yeah, so would you not feel comfortable if you didn't have your holy water in the car?
Well, no, because I mean, I get into my husband's car and he hasn't got one, and I feel fine. But it's something that I got when I got my first car in 2001, and I've transferred it from every car since.
Yeah, to be honest with you, Martina, if I was a passenger in a car being driven by a woman, I'd want to be covered by holy water as well. You would though, wouldn't you? I'd be dousing myself in the stuff. Pouring it over my head.
Martina, are you deeply religious?
Well, I'm not deeply religious, but I do believe in God, yeah.
And
I go to Mass.
And you go to Mass? Oh, okay,
Yeah.
so the holy waters come with you from car to car to car?
Yeah. No, it hasn't saved me from having accidents because...
That was the point.
Yeah, someone crashed into me there about 2 years ago, so, but we weren't hurt or anything, so whether that had anything to do with it or not, I don't know.
All right, and anyway, back to my organ music. You never heard of a show like that? You don't know what
Never heard of it. No, I'm too young for that.
Well, yeah, probably are, yeah. Okay, thanks, Martina. 679-7981 is our telephone number.
Alan has been on to us via email, and he says, I remember this programme. It was live Mass from a different church every day. No, it wasn't Mass.
Oh, it wasn't Mass?
No, it was just...
It sounds Massy to me.
No, it was just organ songs. Yeah. Just organ songs.
Just organ songs. Was there any singing?
Oh, and in fact, another person, I can't remember the name of the programme, says Stuart, but it was on before Bullseye. Remember Bullseye on a Sunday?
I do, yeah.
Yeah, can't beat a bully. That's beautiful music.
Okay, Jerry, you're on 98 FM. How are you, Jerry?
How's it going, guys?
Jerry, do you know the name of the... Hang on, here we go. Let's get my organ ready. What was the name of that show?
Was it Songs of Praise?
Songs of Praise.
Let me look this up now. Hang on.
I think it was Alex Jones was the newest fella, and then the guy who played in the film Oliver, when he went back up for more food, and he shouted out more. He was an English actor. He done the original one as far as I'm aware.
Okay, and it was called Songs of Praise, was it?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Okay, hang on now. We'll
Did you find it?
It was, yeah. Hang on, and we'll find it.
Hang on.
So this, and your man Alan Jones was on it, was he? Who was?
Yeah, Alan Jones, I think, done the most up-to-date one, but I think the original guy was the fella who shouted out more when the guy who played Oliver went up in the film and asked for more food. He was...
Okay, did you find it, Jeremy?
Okay, hang on now. I think we have it. Yes, here we go. So,
and like Amazing Grace, it describes Wesley's own conversion experience.
yeah, this is it.
That's exactly it.
Yeah, this is it. Yeah, that's it.
Sorry, Jerry, it was called Songs of Praise.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Now, would I be right in saying, Jared, that back in the day, back in the 80s, that this was a huge TV programme?
I'd say it was, yeah.
Really?
I remember my parents used to watch it.
Hang on, let's have a listen to this. Could you see yourself tuning into this on the telly?
You have to remember that back in the 80s, there wasn't all these Sky and everything else, you know.
Yeah, it's better than looking at Simon Cowell's ugly mug, isn't it?
Exactly.
Bring back songs of praise. Thanks, Ger.
No.
Ger, did you ever bless anything yourself, sir? Or have anything blessed?
Yeah, had the house blessed.
Oh, did you? Now tell me about that. How does that happen?
The priest came around, he blessed the house when we moved in.
Sprinkle a bit of water around the place and off he went.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
And do you feel safer in the house now that it is...
Oh, so, yeah. It was the same like we were here about a month before we had it blessed.
And did you... I have another question, because I'm very fascinated by people buying houses and stuff like that. Did you look at many houses before you bought that one?
3 or 4.
Reason I'm asking that...
Is?
Yeah.
I don't know how true this is, but I have a friend, and he tells the story, Jeremy. He works in what's someone called that sells houses?
Sorry, can I get rid of this music? This is doing my head in now. Okay, thanks, lads. Songs of praise. Thanks to a few of you texted in the right answer as well. Songs of Praise is the name of the show from back in the day.
What's someone who sells houses called?
An auctioneer.
No, he
An
works...
estate agent.
Yeah, he's an estate agent. And
Yeah.
he said, this is a true story, but according to him, it's a true story. He said that he was showing a couple a house about 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And was showing the couple around the house. And you know the way you show the couple around the house, and then you say, take some time alone.
Yeah.
And have a look at the house.
Well, that's what they do on the television shows.
No,
Yeah,
they
go
do
on.
that in real life as well.
Okay.
And have a look around yourself. I went outside in the car, have a look around, take 20 minutes or whatever, have a look around this house, have a look at the bedrooms, the kitchen and all that, and, you know, take some time alone to decide whether this is your dream house or not.
Yeah.
So my mate went out to the car then and was waiting outside the house, and the couple were in there looking at the house, and 20 minutes had gone by and
No sign of them.
no sign of them. He's like, half an hour gone by. He was like, jeez, what are they doing? He went back into the house, yeah? True story, went back into the house. They were romping on the bed in the bedroom.
No.
Yeah. Yeah.
On somebody else's bed.
On someone else's bed, romping on the bed. So at what point during the, okay, let's have a look around the, oh, look at that bedroom, honey. Could you see yourself living in a house like this? Take me, big boy. Imagine. Actually, can we do something on that?
What?
The strangest place you've ever done to do.
Oh, right. Yeah. The strangest place you've ever done to do. 6797981 is our telephone number. We have a pair of... have you robbed them, Katie, or can I give them away? Okay, you can give them away. She hasn't robbed them yet.
Yeah, you know what I'm going to do? If you can beat that story. This is a true story. A couple who did the do in a house that they were viewing from an auctioneer's.
You can win yourself a pair of Dublin Talks Earbuddies Pro, which are our cool headphones. They're really, really good headphones. They look a bit like Beats, although they're not Beats. Okay, Dr. Dre, I'm just saying, they're not actually Beats, but they look kind of like them.
Dr. Dre isn't really a doctor either, so who's he kidding?
That's true.
You know what I mean?
6797981. Where's the weirdest place you ever did it? And was it in somebody else's house when you were being shown around the place?
Okay, if you can beat that story, you will win the prize. So this is the story. A mate of mine who's an auctioneer was showing a couple around a house, gave them some time to look at it on their own, went down and sat in his car. Half an hour later, there was no sign of them. He went into the house, went up the stairs, and there they were in the master bedroom, going at it like rabbits.
According to John in Ballyfermot, Songs of Praise is still on.
I doubt that very much, John. I doubt that very much.
We're back in just a second.
This is Dublin Talks on 98 FM.
With Des Kelly Interior.
We've all done the do in peculiar places, but what is your most peculiar? For example, the Jeremy's friend, who's an estate agent, showed a couple around the house, let them do their own thing, walking around the house. Half an hour later, goes back into the house. There they are at it up in the master bedroom.
Yep.
Well, I mean, you want to know if it's going to suit your needs, don't you?
I'd imagine when you buy second-hand house, you replace the bed sheets in the bed.
But still, you want to know if it's got the...
And where's the weirdest place you did the do?
Oh, I can't tell you that.
Oh, really? So you're asking people to bring in with that, and you won't.
Well, you answered first.
Your ma's bedroom.
See, it's not true.
What?
That's not true.
I know, but the funniest things always aren't true. You know. What was that squeaking
Okay,
noise?
what was that squeaking noise?
Sounds like a mouse or something.
It did.
What was it?
What's that?
What the hell is that? is that you?
No. Dave, you're on 98 FM. How are you, Dave?
All right.
Now, Dave, where's the most unusual place you've ever done it?
It was a disabled toilet in Brisbane.
A disabled... I like your style, because at least the disabled toilets are bigger
Yeah.
than a little cubicle. I mean, there's a bit of space.
Yeah. I should probably point out the girl in question was actually the daughter of a vicar.
The daughter of a vicar.
Really?
Yeah.
Right. And... so where... I mean, I don't approve of able-bodied people going into disabled toilets anyhow. So what... How did you feel amorous in a disabled toilet?
Well, it was in a hostel. Both of us were in shared rooms. Things started happening in the TV lounge, and, you know, anybody could walk in. In fact, there was a drunk guy passed out just a few feet away from us, you know, so I said, we can't, you know, we've got to find somewhere.
Yeah, you couldn't do it within earshot of a drunken old man passed out on the road.
Yeah, exactly.
So try and find somewhere a bit more romantic, like a disabled toilet.
Well, it was the only place we could think of that sort of had a lock on it, unless we went back to our room where there were roommates, you know.
No, I mean, Dave, to talk to you, you sound like a gentleman. You sound very. What's your man's name that played Darcy? Your man from Bridget Jones. What's his name? The posh English guy.
Colin Firth?
Yeah, you sound like Colin Firth, but you're nothing but a toe rag.
Why? Because he did it in a disabled toilet?
Yeah. You are a beast.
He's not an animal. He is. He was that night. And you see, I just can't. I can't get with like feeling amorous in a Jack's.
Well, neither one of us was disabled. That's true. Although she might have been afterwards. Well, hey, no.
Oh, lad, seriously. Sorry. Why do men always blow their own trumpet? Honestly, why do they?
Because we're beasts.
My mates and all, I was going at it for like 4 hours.
You weren't. No, you weren't.
No, you weren't.
4 minutes.
Yeah.
Thanks, Dave. Can you beat that? A disabled toilet. We're talking about unusual places.
By the way, we're not condoning any of this, are we?
No.
I can't stand over this.
Why?
Because I just can't.
Okay, can you
I'm not
beat
encouraged.
it?
If
Everybody's done it in a weird place.
If you're making sweet love, yeah, it should be in a loving relationship, ideally with a person who you're married to, and it should be in the marital bedroom.
Really?
That'll just get us off.
How boring
No, that'll get us off the hook of this complaints.
How boring is life if you have to be married and you have to do it in the marital bedroom all the time? How boring is that?
Yeah, it depends.
What's wrong with your back garden? Oh, you don't have one. Oh, yeah. You know, every now and again. Like the guy we had on the show recently, who did it on the patio furniture. What's wrong with that?
It's a bit classless.
How?
Considering the following day your mother could be eating food off that table.
Good enough for you. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Geez, remind me not to go to your house.
You're not invited. Ray, you're on 98 FM. How are you, Ray?
How's it going, Adrian? How's it going, Jeremy?
How are you, Ray? You well?
Not too bad.
Now, sir. Oh, God.
Where did you do it, Ray? Please tell us.
In a church doorway.
Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Sorry.
I'd say if the main doors were still open, we probably would have gone into the church.
Bless us and save us. So what were the circumstances that you couldn't keep your hands off her and you had to do it in the church?
I don't know. We just left the nightclub and it was just around the corner and just, I don't know, it just happened. There was no planning involved.
Yeah, there wouldn't be. I mean, you don't say to a woman, let's go for a meal later and then afterwards the church doorway or something like that.
Yeah, it's a classy night though, you know.
Okay, church doorway. Okay.
Is that not blasphemous?
So I assume you married that girl, did you?
No.
Oh. Right, okay.
But honestly, Adrian, can I ask you a question? Would you marry a woman who dropped her knickers in the church doorway?
Probably not. No.
And are you still in contact with this woman?
No.
Have you got her number?
No.
Oh.
It was a good 3 years ago now, in fairness. I'm a settled man now, you know.
But I mean, all joking aside, you get away with that. If you did that in the doorway of, say, a mosque in the Middle East... You'd have
death sentence.
You'd have it chopped off.
Yeah, you would. You would.
Big
really
trouble,
would.
all right, yeah.
Right, thanks, Ray. Can we beat that?
Okay, he's in the lead, right?
He's definitely in the lead, in the door of a church doorway.
I mean, someone after tweeting us saying they did it in a bell tower of a church.
And?
Wonder what circumstances could that possibly happen?
I know somebody who actually did it in the confessional. In the confession box.
What type of scum are you hanging around with?
What?
You've family doing it on patio furniture. And
no, that was a fella on the show the other day.
And confession boxes.
Stacey, you're on 98 FM. How are you, Stacey?
Not too bad. How are you?
Not
We're
too
not
bad,
too bad
Stacey.
yourself, sir. Welcome back to you, Stacey, by the way.
What?
Thanks.
You're welcome back.
Have you ever been on the show before, Stacey?
No.
Why are you saying welcome back to you?
Sorry about that.
Anyway, Stacey, what's the most unusual place you've ever done it?
Well, a friend of mine had told me that she did it on the stairs, and she told me that it was very enjoyable. So I tried it, and as a result, I got pregnant from it.
Under what circumstances did your friend have this conversation with you, though?
Because I have to be honest with you, Stacey, I think having sex on the stairs is wrong on so many levels.
Well, we did it, and
So
we
many
have a
levels.
child.
Yeah, you can have with the joke,
as
Stacey.
a result. And then we went to the same friend's wedding a couple of years later, and I got pregnant again
Oh.
on her wedding.
How did a conversation come up with you and your friend that she told you, oh, I did it on the stairs last
We
night?
would talk about anything. Wouldn't make a
Obviously.
Yeah.
difference. Anything at all. Would not make a difference.
So did you then swap back the information? Oh, you remember that advice about doing it on the stairs? I did it on the stairs
Yes.
and I got pregnant.
Yes, I did.
No, I have to be honest with you. I've done it on the stairs before. It has its ups and downs.
Well, obviously, if you're doing it, it has to have ups and downs, or you're not doing
You
anything.
should try it. You should try it. Don't knock it.
Okay,
Definitely not.
I'll give it a try on the stairs.
Fair play to you.
And how many times have you been knocked up now?
3.
3 times.
Yeah.
And is that
3
all?
times.
Is that all from doing it on the stairs?
No, the second child was just normal, and then the third one was for wedding night.
Ah,
We stayed in the hotel at the same friend's wedding night, and I got pregnant again.
I didn't know you could pinpoint to when your child was conceived.
Yeah, most people can.
can,
how do you do that now?
You just know. You know your date.
Yeah, you do, you know.
You know your dates.
Yeah, you do.
But do you know the exact date that you got pregnant?
Girls. Yeah, girls know.
And
All
did,
girls know.
Did you ever hear a contraception girl?
She wanted to get pregnant, probably. Anyway, thanks, Stacey.
No problem.
Imagine
Thanks a
though,
million.
can I ask one final question, Stacey? When your child gets a bit older, yeah?
Yeah.
Are you really going to tell him that he was,
No, never.
conceived on a flight of stairs?
Never. Never.
Sorry, who discusses that with their kids?
Never. No.
Bar Brooklyn Beckham.
But
No.
if he asks you, what will you say to him? If he says, where was I conceived?
Oh, God, I'll just lie.
Sorry, who would even ask their parents that
Why would
question?
you ask? You wouldn't ask.
Yeah, and one final question. Carpet.
What?
Yes.
That's her own business.
Carpet what?
No, was it carpet or...
No, I'm not allowing that conversation to continue.
What?
You're not to ask that.
What?
You're about to ask a woman if she got carpet. I'm not letting you. Okay? No.
So hang on, you let us ask people where they've done the do.
Yeah, but you're not asking her if she's carpet or not. No, I'm just not having it. I draw the line at certain points on this show, and you're just about to step over that line.
To ask a woman if she has carpet.
It's none of your business. It's a
Well, it's
private
just-
thing. It's private, that's it.
No, it's not. Sure, my mother has carpet. You don't...
That's her own business. You shouldn't know that.
But obviously I know that. I mean, I call over to her regularly.
Yeah.
And I see that she has carpet. Wall to wall.
Really?
Yeah.
Like big, thick carpet?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Very hard to hoover, actually.
What?
It's very hard to hoover.
Let's move on anyway. Brian, you're on 98 FM. How are you, Brian?
Not bad.
Sorry, Brian, I'm not allowed to ask you this question, but have you got carpet...
You don't ask a man that either.
Have you got carpet on your stairs, or is it a wood floor on your stairs?
Oh, no, she's nice and smooth, wood floor, you know?
Yeah, wood floor. You don't mind me asking you that question,
It was different when you were asking a woman. Anyway, Brian, where's the most unusual place you've ever done it?
Well, me and an ex of mine, we were down in Cork for the weekend away, and we went there, we had a few drinks. We were staying in a hotel, but it was sort of an apartment complex as well.
Right.
And had a few drinks, started getting a bit frisky, so we said, right, we'll go up to the apartment. And we weren't paying much attention, we were a bit all over the place. We were walking upstairs and up lifts and all. And we went into the wrong apartment.
Oh, no.
Yeah, so we were on the kitchenette unit doing what we were doing, and a man and a woman walk out of their bedroom while we were maybe about 25 minutes. Like.
Oh my God. And they walked out and there's you at it.
Oh, at it, full force at it, yeah.
That's bizarre. And what did they say to you?
Well, I froze, obviously. She just hopped off. The man and the woman sort of stood there, like, saying, "What the hell is going on here?" Like,
yeah. And what did you say?
I didn't know if I was in the wrong place or if they were in the wrong place. You know.
How embarrassing.
Oh, it was bad. It was bad. It was funny, but it was bad. You know.
And you'd consider yourself a bit of a beast yourself, would you?
And we're all beasts. Men are beasts.
We are an animal. Yeah. So, I mean, there, he said it.
All right. Anyway, thanks, Brian. He did it in the wrong apartment. I'd like to hear from you. 6797981 is our telephone number.
No man wants to do it in the wrong apartment.
Why?
You just can end up in all sorts of trouble.
Well, obviously, he ended up in very weird trouble. Where's the most unusual place you've ever
By the way, I have a photograph of my mother's carpet. No.
I don't want to see it.
What?
I don't. And who carries a photograph of their mother's carpet in their phone? You bloody weirdo.
The reason was a couple of months ago I had to...
I don't know.
This is the show that gets Dublin talking.
Now, you're very welcome back. It's 98 FM's Random Hour on Dublin Talks with Adrian and Jeremy. And we're in the middle of we're prying into your private life.
Yeah, Adrian won't tell us about his private life. Adrian is a closed book. Look, closed book. Yet you expect...
Okay, but then you answer it then. Where's the most unusual place you ever did it then?
What?
If I'm a closed book, go on.
Yeah, not a liberty to say.
I will if you will. There you go.
I'm gathering where the weirdest place you did it was.
What?
The old folks home. No?
No. Rachel, you're on 98 FM. How are you, Rachel? Oh no, Raphael, sorry. Hello, Raphael.
Okay.
How are you? Where's the most unusual place you did it?
I was actually driving down to my friend's place in the country, and then me and my boyfriend decided to, play a little bit.
Okay.
And, yeah, we did. Full thing.
Full thing, yeah.
Yeah, the full thing. I was driving.
Whilst driving the car?
I was driving, yeah. I was making around 65 miles an hour. We didn't stop anything.
How could you possibly concentrate when you're doing the do?
Well, because it was a straight road. The road was good, no holes, no bumps.
Yeah, if you'll pardon the pun.
Yeah.
Well, in fairness, there's a lot of puns there.
Yeah, the car was getting bumpy, but it wasn't because of the driving. It was because of us. So it was fun. The awkward part was whenever a bus or a truck drove by, because my car had sunroof at the time.
But it would need it, wouldn't it? Let's be honest.
Okay, 98 FM and the Road Safety Authority do not recommend doing it while driving a car.
Yeah, but it was fun, whenever we got to my friend's house, she looked at us and she said, "You guys look different, what happened during the trip?" And I just said, well, we just had our moment. It was...
And did you obviously, you arrived at your journey safely, didn't you?
Absolutely did, yeah, absolutely did. In much better shape than when I left, before I left home.
All right,
I can't imagine how that could be possible.
Anyway, thanks, Raphael.
Hey, where are you from? Are you Brazilian, Raphael, are you?
I am, yeah, very much Brazilian, from Rio de Janeiro.
Oh, I love that city. I love absolutely my favourite.
You've never been there?
Yeah, I haven't.
You should.
No, but the one thing
should.
I have a lot of Brazilian friends, Raphael, yeah?
Oh, that's nice. Yeah, there's loads of us here in Dublin.
You're getting ridiculous now. One minute you're talking about carpet, now you're talking about Brazilians. Seriously.
The one thing about Brazilians, Adrian, that you'll learn, isn't this true, Raphael? Brazilians are like beasts. They're animals. They will do it anywhere.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, I know that our reputation is we're very good kissers, and there are other things that we're good at it as well. So, yeah.
How much would I have to pay you to kiss Adrian Kennedy on the lips?
Really?
Yeah.
No.
Well, we first have to ask permission to my boyfriend. After that, it's grand. I'll do it for free.
I'm good for a kiss. I'm good.
Are you sure?
Yeah, no, I'm grand.
Okay.
Thanks, Raphael.
Sure, my pleasure.
Great to talk to you. Thank you. Bye,
It's
bye,
great
bye,
to
bye,
hear you. Back in the day, ladies and gentlemen.
Obrigado.
Obrigado.
What's obrigado?
Obrigada. Thank you.
Yeah. Obrigada.
Obrigado. Obrigado. You're a guy. You're supposed to say obrigado.
Oh, I did say that, and Jeremy corrects
ciao.
me. Obrigado.
Ciao.
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 Ciao. That's Italian. He
no, it's
speaks
not
Portuguese, you
It's
fool.
not ciao. It's Portuguese for goodbye as well. Actually, back in the day, this is serious.
Yeah, go on.
Ciao is a universal goodbye.
It's Italian, but come on.
It's Brazilian as well.
CIAO. It's Italian. Just saying.
They say it. Have you ever been to Brazil? No, so shut up.
Neither of you.
Yes, I have.
When?
I've been to a restaurant in Ireland that serves Brazilian food.
That's not
Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, this is a fact. 20 years ago on Irish radio, yeah?
Yeah.
If you had a gay man on talking about doing it with his boyfriend in a car,
You'd be shut
there
down.
would have been, the priest would have been knocking on the door going,
Blessing the building. They would.
They would have been down outside 98 FM throwing the holy water over the place and genuflecting and all that. Isn't it great how far we've come? That you can have a man on the radio now talking about he's in a loving relationship.
Yes, he is, yeah.
But it'd have to be loving, wouldn't it? But isn't it great that we can talk about that stuff nowadays without the religious groups knocking down our door?
Yeah.
How would Iona Institute feel if they heard that call, would you wonder?
Wouldn't be overly happy, I wouldn't think.
Would they not?
No,
I wonder, are they listening?
Probably not.
Yeah.
Frank, you're on 98 FM. How are you, Frank?
Grand lads, and yourself?
Very good,
Not too
Frank.
bad
Welcome
yourself,
to Dublin
sir.
Talks. Now, Frank, where is the weirdest place you've ever done it?
Okay, well, I used to live in Kilcock in County Kildare with my ex-partner.
Okay.
And we were, during the kind of the first couple of days we were up there, we decided to have a walk around the town just to see what was around there.
Yeah,
There's nothing in
to know the place.
Kilcock. There's nothing in Kilcock.
And the walk probably took you a minute, did it?
Less, probably.
Yeah.
Oh, it's an awful place.
We walked past up by what they have is their little Garda station. And the Garda station happened to be closed. And my ex was feeling a little bit like kind of amorous.
In Kilcock?
Yeah.
Adrian,
That's your own business.
let it go. Let it go.
I couldn't resist it.
So she decided to lean up against the bonnet of the Garda car and kind of proposition me, and the rest, as they say, is history.
So you made sweet love
on the bonnet of a Garda car in Kilcock.
Can you beat that there?
There's a joke in there somewhere.
Which is?
I don't know. I'm just thinking they did it in Kilcock on a Garda car.
Yeah.
And there's definitely a joke in there. I'm looking at a map of Kilcock here on the internet, yeah?
Yeah.
And there ain't much going on in that place.
It's a
There's
dump.
not.
There's absolutely nothing. Like, you blink and the place is gone.
Now, there's a train station there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
that's
there's
just to
never
get you
any
out of the
trains.
place.
They don't stop at it. Like,
Oh, the train won't even refuses to stop there, will it?
point blank refuse to stop. You're pretty much chasing it down the tracks.
And is it a pub called the Courthouse, or is that an actual courthouse?
No, it's an actual courthouse.
Oh, it's an actual courthouse, which is probably where you ended up. And it's just on the board.
Funnily enough, we actually didn't. Funnily enough, the guards actually drove by us as we were walking back down to our apartment about 20 minutes later. And the guard was looking out at the two of us, and he was just like, he didn't recognise us. We ended up actually knowing who he was. It was a guy called... Are you allowed to use his name?
No, don't use names.
No.
No.
You'll have us taken off the air.
The only thing about it is the reason, this is a true story, Frank. Can I call you Frank?
Okay.
No, that's his name,
go for it.
The reason the guards will not arrest someone for doing it in public and they won't bring it to court, yeah, is because it just won't stand up in court.
You need to get some new jokes.
You
Jeremy.
do. You actually so do. Seriously.
Come here, had you been charged, by the way, for doing it in public, yeah? There's
Okay.
no doubt you would have got penal servitude.
Jeez.
Seriously, new jokes, Dixon. New jokes. Did you not open your Christmas crackers
But
this year?
I believe next year they're actually going to make having sex in public illegal. It's all part of the penal reform.
Thanks, Frank. I do apologise. I do
lad.
apologise.
Here, can you tell me something?
What?
I'm looking at Kilcock here.
Yeah.
On Google Earth. Yeah. What's that lovely river going through Kilcock? Let's be.
It's the canal. It's one of the canals.
Which canal is
The
it?
Royal Canal, I think. I think it's the Royal Canal, yeah.
Actually, I take it back.
What?
Like there's Kelly Motors, Ford
It's
Motors.
a dive. It's a dive of a place. Jimmy, you're on 98 FM. How are you, Jimmy?
How are you?
Hey, Jimmy.
Boys.
Not too bad.
Morning.
Yourself, Jimmy?
How are you?
Now, Jimmy,
Has you ever been to Kilcock?
have you ever been to Kilcock?
I have once or twice, yeah.
It's actually quite a picturesque little
It's
town.
a dive. Well, you moved there. Go on, you moved there. Anyway,
Very
Jimmy,
small.
welcome
Yeah.
to Dublin Talks. Now, where's the most unusual place?
South of the graveyard.
Sorry? What?
The graveyard.
The graveyard?
Yeah.
You did it in a graveyard?
Yeah.
Under what circumstances?
Oh, when I was a kid, about 15 or 16.
Oh my God.
Oh.
But I rang Katie. We were in, myself and the wife were in year before last on holidays.
Right.
Yeah.
And we were in an old cathedral, just...
As
doing
you
the
do,
tourist
yeah.
stuff.
As you do when you're on holidays, yeah.
And my missus opened the door of one of the real old confession boxes.
Oh, right, yeah.
And there was a girl on her knees giving her boyfriend blowjobs.
Oh! In the confession box.
In the confession box.
She was praying to him, I'd say.
She was. Praying to Buddha.
Okay, stop. Lads.
She ran.
Lads, honestly.
She ran and left him there with his shorts down around the ankle.
Oh, God.
And I started laughing. My missus ran. And he tried to pull his shorts up and leg it.
Oh, that's brilliant.
And we were kind of, our exit was near the door. So there was only one way in and one way out. But they just kept going everywhere to avoid coming past us again. So
That's brilliant. That's class.
Yeah.
Thanks, Jimmy. Good luck.
Here, thanks, Jimmy. I'm looking. I'm doing a basically, on Google Earth, you can walk through the town. It's actually a beautiful little town.
I've seen it then.
There's a Chinese takeaway called Scenes Hall.
Right.
And then there's a pub. The pub is called Davies. Look at Davies pub. And look at that. That looks like a nice little spot.
That's a grand old spot, yeah.
And then beside Davies pub, you have a hairdressers called Rage. Yeah. There's a florist there called All About Roses.
Fantastic.
How much would you get a gaff in Kilcock for?
Move. You do. You go. See ya. Bye. Trevor, you're on 98 FM. How are you, Trevor?
Well, lads.
How are you, Trevor?
Now,
How's
Trevor,
things?
where was the most unusual place you did it?
In the cinema.
Oh. In the back row, I hope.
Oh, it was, yeah.
And what movie was on?
I can't remember the movie.
No, you wouldn't. You wouldn't.
You weren't concentrating on the movie, were you?
No. I had better things to concentrate on.
And was the cinema packed or was it empty?
It wasn't packed, but it was 3/4 full, like.
Yeah, you see, my theory is if you're going to do it in the cinema, you should always go to a movie that nobody's going to go. Like, go to an Adam Sandler movie.
Yeah, nobody wants to see that.
Nobody wants to see. So if you go to an Adam Sandler movie, you have a fair chance you're going to be the only one in the cinema, aren't you?
But I would imagine, Trevor, part of the fun of doing that was the fact that there was people in the cinema.
Well, that's it, yeah.
It's the danger, isn't it?
There was a few people heard strange noises and turned around to see what was going on, but they couldn't see much, like.
And so nobody copped you, did they not?
No, thank God.
Now, what sort of strange, should I ask, what strange noises you were making?
Ooh, noises like
Make
that.
them yourself, Jeremy.
Yeah.
Well, I'm thinking any time a culture makes love, it's probably
Good luck, Trevor.
Come here. I don't live too far from Kilcock either. It's a kip.
It is.
Lads, you can't say that on the radio, sir.
I just did. Thanks, Trevor.
Let's get Kilcock trading on Twitter.
What?
Can we get Kilcock?
How can you get Kilcock trading on Twitter?
Isn't that what happens when
the expression is trending on Twitter, you absolute fool.
What?
What did you say? Let's get Kilcock trading
on Twitter.
It's trending, you absolute moron.
Is it not trading?
No. One last call. Colin, you're on 98 FM. How are you, Colin?
Not too bad yourself, sir.
Now,
We're very good, sir.
Now, very quickly, Colin, where's the most unusual place you've ever done it?
It was my best friend's grandmother's bed.
Was the grandmother in the bed at the time?
No, we were at a house party and we went back, and it was a downstairs room, like a granny flat.
A granny flat, yeah.
Thought it was a spare room and went in, and next thing my friend burst into the room, going mad.
Get out of my granny's room.
Get out of my granny's room.
Yeah, dirtbag.
Yeah, filth bag, and she passed
And
away
did it not smell? Granny's bedrooms always smell of lavender. Don't they though? There's always a smell of lavender in a granny's bedroom. Yeah, there is, yeah. Have you never been in granny's bedrooms?
No.
Give that man the prize. That is weird. Or are we going to give him the prize?
Yeah, give him the prize, Casey. Give him the prize. You've won yourself a pair of Dublin Talks here, buddies. Well done.
Brilliant. Cheers.
Good man. Thanks very much. Thanks all of you for your calls, by the way.
There's a butcher's in Kilcock called something Meats as well.
And you want to get Kilcock trading on Twitter.
Is that the word? Trading?
No, trending. Trending is the word.
I thought it was trading.
Other people might say trading, but you're not to say it on this show.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I'm selling up. I'm moving out of Dublin and I'm moving down to Kilcock. They have an internet cafe as well.
Brilliant.
Brilliant.
That has been the Random Hour on 98 FM's Dublin Talks.